In this video, we're going to talk about how to use a hook function inside of a class component. If you've used React before and maybe you're used to using class components, but you've needed to use a hook inside of a class component, you may find out that it doesn't work. It just won't work. The reason for that is it's designed that way. Hooks are designed to not work inside of a class component, but there is a bit of a hack to still use a hook inside of a class component. The trick is you have to go about it kind of in reverse. You have to put the class component inside of a hook component. If you do that, then if everything will work. So I'll just show you how to do that in this video. We're going to be using nativenotify.com. Nativenotify.com is a push notification service that uses hooks in the service. So it won't work inside of a class component, but I'm going to just walk you through how to still get Native Notify to work inside of a class component by doing this working backwards hack. So I'll just show you how to do that in the code. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon. We come out with videos all the time. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so here's my class component. I'm going to first go through the process of trying to put a hook inside of this class component. I'll show you how it doesn't work, it breaks, and then we'll show you how to fix the error so that you can still use hooks inside of a class component. To follow along, if you haven't already, you can go to nativenotify.com to create a free account. There's no credit card required. You just have to click the sign up free button. That should take you to a page like this. You'll want to click this create an app button. Click React Native Expo. That'll take you to this start here guide. If you haven't already, you'll need the Expo modules in your app before this will work. I created a video on how to do that. It should pop up on the screen right there. It's super fast. You just have to install the modules. Your next step is step 1, npm install native notify. So I'm going to come back to my app. I'll go ahead and install native notify. Next step is to import this register in push token. So I'm going to come up here and import that right there. And now I'm going to show you the error because this is the last step. So it's supposed to be inside of a hook function, but I'm going to test out putting this inside of a class component to show you what happens. So that's all you have to do normally to get it working in a hook function. Push notifications are already installed. But you'll notice when I put it in here, I'm going to refresh my app. I get an error if I try to put it there. Another thing I tried before was, so that didn't work. The next thing I tried was put it inside of a render function. Will that work? I'm going to refresh the app. And as you can see, it doesn't work. You get this invalid hook call. Hooks can only be called inside of the body of a function component. So you might get this error. The reason is I'm trying to call a hook function inside of a class component because the native notify package uses a lot of hooks. So it just won't work inside of a class component. So let's go ahead and fix this. The way you fix this is you kind of just do this in reverse. Instead of trying to return a hook inside of a class component, instead we're going to return this class component inside of a hook component. So let's just go ahead and I'll show you how that works. So right above my my class app, I'll just say something like function wrap class in hook. I'll say something like that. And the prop here, I'll just say component. Okay, I'll do it like that. And within this, you have to return another function. The next function is the function that will allow you to return both the class app and also any hooks that you want. So I'm going to say return function. I'll just call it wrapped component. And you could put props here. All right, and then within here, let's go ahead and try this register in push token again. I'm going to put that at the top because again, this is a functional component. So hook should work. And then I'll just say return component. All right. So this should work. So now the last step is instead of export default class app, what we want to do is we want to return, make the export default this wrap class in hook. And we want the component inside of it to be the app. So let's just try it out. So wrap class in hook and make the prop within it app. And now it should work. Let's see if it works. All right, and it says it did. So I'll just refresh the app to show you. Okay. All right, so let me refresh the app. All right, there you go. So you can see, you can now send a push notification. So let me just go ahead and test it out. I already have my app open. So I'm gonna say, does this work? Test. All right, and it worked. There it is right there. Does this work test? All right, so the native notify package is now working inside of a class component. So that's how you would use a hook inside of a class component. The best option is to just learn how to use hook components. It's not very difficult to use. That's kind of the future of React. That's where they're heading. They're trying to get people to stop using class components. They want everyone to transition to hooks. But if you're just really used to class components and you don't want to do it, just remember, if you want to use a hook inside of a class component, the way to do it is you're going to have to return the class inside of a functional component because you just can't return a hook inside of a class. You have to return the class inside of a functional component in order for hooks to work. I learned how to return hooks in a class component from a Stack Overflow article. I'll put a link to that article in the description below. Also, if you are a React Native or Expo developer interested in push notifications, you can check out this video right here. It only takes about 5 minutes to set up push notifications or less with nativenotify.com. Or if you're a Flutter developer interested in Flutter push notifications, you can check out this video here. Don't forget to like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.